Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, SpaceX, and Trump's director of the Department of Government Efficiency, sent shockwaves through Washington, D.C. with his latest bold move. In an unprecedented ultimatum, Musk has called for all federal employees to state for the American people what they accomplished in the last week. The directive, issued just days ago, has left many federal employees in a state of uncertainty and concern. As a key advisor in the Trump administration, Musk's influence is undeniable. His goal is to eliminate what he sees as wasteful spending and to streamline government operations for greater efficiency. This bold move has sparked outrage and fear among many, exposing the deep divisions that exist within our nation. The directive has not only affected the employees, but has also stirred public opinion. Newsrooms across the country are buzzing with the controversy as Musk's directive has ignited a firestorm of debate and discussion. Critics, particularly those on the left, view this as a reckless assault on hard-working Americans. They argue that such drastic cuts could undermine the essential functions of government agencies. These critics believe that the directive threatens the stability and effectiveness of federal operations, which they think are crucial for the nation's well-being. On the other hand, Musk's supporters see this as a necessary and long overdue correction. They applaud his decisive action, believing it will lead to a more efficient and streamlined government. Supporters argue that the federal government has become bloated and inefficient over the years, and Musk's directive is a step towards rectifying these issues. In a recent press conference, Musk defended his decision, stating that the federal government needs to operate more like a business with a focus on efficiency and results. The directive has left many federal employees worried about their job security and the future of their careers. The uncertainty has created a tense atmosphere in many government offices. Political analysts are divided on the issue. Some believe that Musk's approach could lead to positive changes, while others fear it could have unintended negative consequences. Public rallies and protests have erupted in response to the directive, with many people voicing their concerns and demanding that the government reconsider the cuts. As the debate continues, Musk remains steadfast in his position, meeting with government officials to discuss the implementation of the directive and address the concerns raised by critics. The coming weeks will be crucial in determining the impact of Musk's directive on the federal workforce and the overall efficiency of government operations. One thing is certain: Elon Musk's bold move has once again placed him at the center of a national debate, challenging the status quo and pushing for change in Washington, D.C. Elon Musk is a man on a mission to expose and eradicate government waste, fraud, and corruption. He has long been vocal about his disdain for inefficiency and red tape. He sees a bloated, corrupt bureaucracy riddled with inefficiency and redundancy. To Musk, the endless piles of paperwork and slow-moving processes are not just minor inconveniences, but significant barriers to progress. His solution: drastic cuts to the federal workforce. He envisions a streamlined government where every employee has a clear purpose and contributes to the overall efficiency. Musk believes that a leaner government is a more effective government. By reducing the number of employees and cutting down on unnecessary roles, he aims to create a more agile and responsive system. For years, conservatives have warned about the dangers of an ever-expanding federal government. As the government grows, it becomes more cumbersome and less effective. Our government stifles innovation, burdens taxpayers, and infringes on individual liberty. Musk's approach aligns with these concerns, emphasizing the need for a government that supports rather than hinders progress. Musk's directive is seen by many as a victory for this conservative principle of limited government. His efforts are celebrated by those who believe that a smaller government is a more efficient and effective one. However, not everyone agrees with Musk's vision. Critics argue that cutting the federal workforce could lead to a reduction in essential services and negatively impact public welfare. They worry that the drive for efficiency, they say, will come at the cost of the very services that many Americans rely on daily. What they are really worried about is their power and their paycheck. The debate over the size and role of government is far from settled, but one thing is clear. Musk's crusade against bureaucracy has sparked a national conversation about how to make government work better for everyone. Whether you agree with his methods or not, Musk's push for a leaner, more efficient government has made waves and will likely continue to influence policy discussions for years to come. The reaction from federal agencies to Musk's ultimatum has been one of panic and confusion. Departments are scrambling to stop any potential cuts, leading to widespread anxiety among federal employees. The threat of layoffs hangs heavy in the air. Rumors swirl through the halls of power. Which departments will be hit hardest? The uncertainty is fueling a sense of dread within the federal workforce. Federal employee unions have erupted in fury, denouncing Musk's directive as an attack on working Americans. They are vowing to fight back with every legal tool at their disposal. Union leaders claim that the cuts will cripple essential government functions. The unions say that Musk's plan is short-sighted and will ultimately harm the American people. They point to the essential services provided by federal employees, from national security to public health, all of which are run by corrupt bureaucrats more worried about their paycheck than the actual safety and security of the public. They are claiming that slashing the workforce will have dire consequences. Section 5. Chainsaw symbolism, a clear message to the bureaucrats. In a move rich with symbolism, Musk was recently photographed wielding a chainsaw. The message was clear: the era of bloated bureaucracy is over. Musk's supporters cheered the bold display while his detractors were horrified. The image of Musk with the chainsaw quickly went viral, becoming a rallying cry for those who support smaller government. Section 6. The conservative vision: leaner, more effective governance. At the heart of this debate lies a fundamental question: what is the proper role of government? This question has been the cornerstone of political discourse for centuries, shaping policies and ideologies across the globe. Conservatives believe that government should be limited, focusing on its core functions. The government should not overreach into areas it has no constitutional power to regulate and is better managed by individuals or private enterprises. A bloated bureaucracy is inefficient, wasteful, and ultimately harmful to individual liberty. The inefficiencies of a large government can lead to delays, increased costs, and a lack of accountability. Not to mention the fraud and waste we all knew was there and is finally get uncovered. Musk's directive, regardless of its ultimate outcome, has reignited the debate over the size and scope of government. His call for a streamlined approach has resonated with many who feel that government should be more agile and responsive. It has brought to the forefront the conservative vision of a leaner, more effective government. This vision is not just about cutting costs, but about creating a government that serves its citizens more efficiently and effectively. Section 8. The future of federal work. A smaller, more agile workforce. Musk's ultimatum has cast a spotlight on the future of federal work. Is a smaller, more agile workforce possible? Can technology be leveraged to increase efficiency and reduce the need for a large bureaucracy? The answers to these questions remain uncertain. However, one thing is clear: the traditional model of government work is being challenged. Musk's directive may be the catalyst for a long overdue transformation. Section 9. A defining moment. Will Musk's gamble reshape government? Elon Musk's 48-hour ultimatum to federal employees is a defining moment. It is a test of wills between a powerful CEO and the entrenched federal bureaucracy. The outcome of this standoff remains uncertain. Will Musk succeed in his quest to shrink the government? Will his actions lead to a more efficient and effective government? Or will they throw the federal workforce into chaos? Only time will tell. In conclusion, we need to downsize the federal government. If you work in a federal agency that has a state-run equivalent, then your job is redundant. I hope not one federal employee replies to the message and every one of them is sent packing. If you are employed by the government in a job that is not related to one of the enumerated powers listed in Article 1, Section 8 of the Constitution, you need to start looking for a new job. Maybe you can start doing one of those jobs that are being vacated by the illegal immigrants as they are being deported. #learn to mow.